Bebot, 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 bet. Ikaw ang aking bebot, 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 bet. Ikaw ay Filipino, 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 Filipino. Hoy pare, pakinggan niyo ako. Ito na ang tunay na Pilipino. Galing sa baryo na Pabato. Pumunta ng LA magtrabaho para makatulong sa nanay dahil sa hirap ng buhay. Yeah!
Pero masaya pa rin ang kulay.
Yeah.
Pag kumain, nagkakamay.
Kamay.
Yung bahay, chicken adobo. Yung balo binibenta sa kanto. Tagay mo na nga ang baso. Pare ko,
Inuman na tayo, Filipino! Filipino! Hey! To me, boxing is something that I grew up with, and it's pretty much my life. It's something that has given me everything that I have. This fight is more of getting to the next level of my dream.
He won at 112, 15, 18. This would be his fourth different weight class, world championship.
We're in a real fight. Wilfredo Vasquez is a hell of a fighter. I feel Nonito's on a different level. It's just one of those fighters that you don't see very often. He's special, and that should be something in our advantage. But I do expect a real fight.
The Twitter drama started when Vasquez's wife directly Twittered Nonito, and she said, "You're scared, I'll see you there." It was a bit awkward because I believe Nonito's stance was she was talking crap when her husband hasn't spoken a word of animosity yet to Nonito. It became so muddy. Now it's a racial thing between the camps.
When we were going to take a picture like this, came up to me really close and flipped my hat. I didn't know what the heck he was gonna do. So I pulled his hat back down. I mean, nicely, I just pulled his hat down and he grabbed my hat and tossed it. And I was like, okay, you're getting too much of my boundary. I put my hand out here. At that moment, I was just kind of waiting for him to hit me. I had my arms here and I was ready to go. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. So, Nonito, you have many opponents from which to choose as you make your steps up in weight here. Everybody wants to fight you for the money. What was the reason for choosing Vasquez?
There was only one guy, and that was Vasquez, who was the former champion, so...
Is there anything about Vasquez that you can calculate in advance?
He's the type of person and a fighter that is a textbook. I mean, the kid doesn't respect anybody. You know, I mean, he came up to me yesterday, and I've never been this pissed off before in my life. I mean, I'm a very easygoing kind of person.
How did he piss you off?
He engaged me, you know, and he threw my hat away. I mean, when Robert came up to stop him, what did he say, Robert?
He challenged me also.
Yeah, he challenged him also. To me, that's so disrespectful.
Do you think that he's trying to get you
He's trying
off
to.
your game in some way to be mad at him because
Yes,
you are mad at him?
That's exactly what he's trying to do.
What do you think of all this relatively new hype about yourself? You're moving up in weight, you're going to be the next Pacquiao.
It's a great thing, but to me, I've gone more than I could ever hope for. You know, as a kid who never believed in himself, I've gone more than I could ever see myself. I mean, what I'm living right now is a fantasy.
What was it like for you as a Filipino boy coming to the U.S. and trying to adapt?
It was very difficult. I mean, I didn't speak in English. At the same time, I was one of those kids that just had to be picked on. You know,
Were you bullied around a lot?
I was bullied around. I'd go home crying every time. I'd go home and say, you know, why am I living?
Somewhere in there, is that the beginning of the fighter?
It's not even that. I did the things that I did for my father. My father asked me, do I want to box? Because he loved boxing. And I'm like, no,
Who would want to do that?
I nearly pissed on my pants just the thought of it.
Right, yeah.
You know, and, you know, like I said, it was just one of those moments that, why am I here?
Nonito comes from a very traditional family. In the Philippines, when they retire, they expect monetary value back. And when Nonito started making money, it became a point where he had to support his dad and his mom and his older brother and his wife and 2 kids, and then whoever else wanted a check that month. They're all in the States. Every single one of his siblings, his mom and his dad, they all have jobs. That kind of dependency is scary. The major misconception is that Nonito makes millions of dollars. We're not making millions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
Sign it and let me see his federal ID. Then he can go see the doctor right now. They're wearing the red shirt.
No pain? No, you have no pain?
No pain, no pain.
Nonito is such a positive guy to be around. And Rachel coming into his life, I don't want to sound like a weirdo or something, but Rachel did so much for him. Just made him happy all the time, laughing and joking. And he's never a guy who's down and always asking, how are you feeling? Is there anything I can do for you? You don't have a lot of fighters that say that to you.
He's so different when he's not in the ring. He's really down to earth. The accomplishments he has is in a belt case in our house, and that's where it stays. He doesn't have to prove to that person in the mirror that he has to be someone he's not.
Oye. ¿Cómo? His dad is very polite. You know, he said it's just a sport. That's just how his kid is. He has respect for you and everything. And that's what he's trying to do. Tell him that I never disrespect their family.
Él nunca le ha faltado de respeto a su familia, así que accept, okay?
That's good, but don't disrespect my country. Gracias.
No, campeón, usted sabe, ¿eh?
Yeah.
What did he say?
It's just part of the business that his son don't want to disrespect nobody. That is just part of the business.
I'm still not gonna let that go.
That doesn't mean you're not gonna let him out.
Yeah. You know, just.
Okay.
You gotta be nice to him and us.
Yeah, you know me.
But in the ring, oh shit.
We're just pretty much waiting around for the weigh-ins. I'll be weighing in at 122 today. You know, I'm about 123 right now. Well, I'm just gonna probably lay down in a tub with hot water and Epsom salt. That should take about 1.5 pounds. But just laying there for about 5 minutes, so I'm not really draining myself. Woo, it's hot. There's a time when I used to make 112 after gaining so much weight. And what happened was I started to pee blood because I was cutting down so much. The last fight, I lost about 16 pounds actually. How do I feel? I feel like the whole world hates me and I just want chocolate. Where I'm at right now is the fantasy. I could stop and I wouldn't care because you know what? I would never have been here. But I know I have these great people here that support me and love me so.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm good to go. Yeehaw. This is the funniest shit ever. I gotta take the biggest shit in the world right now. And I should never have done the things that I've done. Damn it.
Hi, baby.
How you doing?
No.
I swear to God.
Weighing in first from Bayamón, Puerto Rico, Wilfredo Papito Vasquez Jr. on the scale.
So that was a bit of a surprise. You know, we were expecting him not to make weight, but he made his weight, which is good.
121.6, 121.5, the official weight for the three-time world champion.
I'm glad that the scale this time was really accurate. It was exactly how he was, you know, 0.4 from mine. So if I hadn't taken a crap, I would have been at least 0.1 over. Yeah, so the crap was just right in due time.
We came back from weigh-ins and we don't have our flag. Someone had taken it from the weigh-ins. Nobody saw it. It was just backstage, they had it, and then it disappeared. I got messages last night from my editor in the Philippines that said, hey, did you watch the article on your brother-in-law? It was all about how he wants Nonito to help the dad again. Almost every single fight, they have to find a microphone to say whatever they want to say. I don't know if they're wanting to distract him or whatever.
I've been trying to eat this thing. I just don't have no appetite. My body just, the only thing it wants to accept is to be in that ring. Is to just do its thing. You know, that's what my body is assigned to do right now. Just, I'm ready to go.
Wait, so what did you hear?
It's been tweeted that he passed out in his hotel room.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, and I said, I think he's fine. You know, I don't worry about
Really?
it. Total nonsense.
Wow.
Okay, I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, that's the other complaint. And Cameron Duncan called me to say, hey, can you find out since you're still at the hotel? Because if he did, there would be an ambulance here.
My wife was like, is your family stupid? I guess my brother put out a statement about, oh, I'm begging Nonito to help my dad out, to help our family out. It's crazy. I'm living the life that I could never live, that's filled with excitement, happiness, love, and I've experienced poverty. I've experienced having money now, but I've never experienced true brothers that will always be there for me no matter what. A friendship that I could never thought that I would have growing up, I have, you know. And it's great. My guys, they've done so much for me. As much as they say that I've done so much for them, it's an emotion that nothing better than you know, money can ever buy. An emotion that no experience can never, ever take away, because you're just blessed, and it's amazing. It's an amazing thing, and that's what I have. That's what I have, is great people who love me for whatever happens in my life, and they're gonna be there, and I just want to say that to them, that they're my family, no matter what. Nerves are going now, and the mind just tells you, why am I doing this again? I think the sight of the Alamodome, the sight of all these people walking and all the cops, it's a big event. It's nerve-wracking. I tell myself that, and I look at my guy's face, that this is what we live for. This is what we train for. It's all of this that makes us live. It's all of this that fills our voids. I feel great about it. Not everybody's as hard as or strong or as brave as a lot of people may think being a fighter. But again, it's just going to war. This is my purpose. This is my purpose.
Always do that tradition of praying before he starts doing anything, and you just feel like an aura in the room that everything's gonna be okay.
Go. They're good to go.
Sí, no, tú no viste nada.
Come on here. You're my bodyguard.
Okay, so you throw the jab. He's gonna throw the right hand. Okay, so very smart. Always, you put that jab.
A lot of people say, I could get this guy, I could get that guy. They're the best in the business. No, these guys are the best in the business. These are my guys. They're my A-team.
Fighter up front, please.
hate to give predictions, but I think it's got a real chance to go the distance. I think it's going to be a real solid fight.
I know Nonito's prepared for this. He watched his last fight, and he knew exactly what fundamental mistakes Vasquez makes. I really think it's going to be under 3 or 4.
She always thinks 2 or 3 rounds.
Round 1 begins, and you heard what Donaire said about wanting vengeance for what he saw as disrespect at the news conference. I don't care about the belt. I don't care about the money. I just want to knock him out. Now he's giving Vasquez a different look, dropping his hands. And he rips Vasquez with a left hook lead. Can he finish him now? Hard right hand by Vasquez, his best punch of the fight so far. And it's a little bit more even fight now as we exit the 5th.
First time he's been down. Vasquez had his hand up. He found a hole.
The first time Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. has been down in his professional career. Well, Donaire's been looking for a quality opponent, and to a certain degree found one tonight. He's been hit more in this fight than in any of the other 4 fights tracked by CompuBox. But we talked about him wanting to press for the knockout, and he's doing it right now, though with only a few seconds left in the round. Robert Garcia has now told our interpreter, Jerry Olaya, that Nonito Donaire has hurt his right hand. And so perhaps that affects the question of whether he tries for a knockout here. For everyone who's been so excited about the prospects of what Donaire can do at featherweight, for instance, at 126, did his inability to knock out Vasquez raise questions at 122? Or was it a tremendous performance against an all-around terrific fighter?
Yeah, I think Vasquez fought a very tight defensive fight.
So they complete the 12 rounds. Here's Donaire holding out his hands, and it appears there's blood on the left hand. We were told it was the right hand that was hurt. Apparently we misinterpreted, or it was casually wrong, but the bottom line is it appears it is the left hand which has somehow been damaged in the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here at the Alamo Dome, we go to the scorecards. Ruben Garcia scores it 115 to 112 for Wilfredo Vasquez. Levi Martinez scores at 117 to 110 for Nonito Donaire. Don Trella scores at 117-110 to the winner by split decision, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
Well, there was one fascinating scorecard there.
People say, what's wrong with boxing? That's what's wrong with boxing. These 2 guys have 117, 110, and one guy's got a 115, 113 the other way. And everybody knows.
People watch it and go, it's fixed, it's fixed. And it's not fixed. It's idiots, people that shouldn't be judging a fight. And this guy should never judge again. And they're not held accountable.
And so it becomes a split decision victory for Nonito Donaire, who landed 68 more punches, threw 8 more punches, landed 91 more power punches, threw 82 more power punches, and yet was seen by one of the 3 judges to have lost the fight.
I'm just gonna make sure he never works a fight of mine, you know, to be that incompetent. He's dangerous.
Back here, man. Go. Number 4.
Number 4.
Yes, sir.
How's it feel?
Feels great. I just needed to win. You know, I wish that I was able to give everything that I got and do whatever I needed to do, but, you know, a win is a win. Well, the doctor said I probably fractured both knuckles. My hand was just throbbing, you know. I'm just kidding.
He always does that to you.
He was scared.
He wasn't opening.
He was scared. I knew instantaneously that something was wrong, and I was thinking, oh, this is not good. It was more of a survival and putting a poker face that I'm not hurt, that I'm gonna hurt you no matter what. And I played that game. Nobody knew that I hurt my hand because there was power in there still. And then Robert, I think it was the last 3 rounds or the last 2 rounds, I confessed to Robert I hurt my hand really bad. Because he wanted me to, I want you to throw more punches, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, don't let him take away. And I'm like, Robert, I'm sorry, I broke my hand. If it didn't happen, I would have definitely been able to take him out.
He's a warrior. He'll do it again if he has to. You know, he's just a tremendous fighter and has a lot of heart and brings all that into the ring.
That's what makes me so proud of him, is because he's not just a champion in the ring in front of his fans, he's a champion within himself.
4th title in 4 different weight divisions. Very few can say that they've ever done that, and he's one of them. So now he's made history.
My peoples are here, and I'm happy. Number 4, just gotta go back to drawing board and make it happen again.